there was no, the spring game was thud tempo, and so there's a lot of differences. Whatever it was, 70 plus thousand is what I heard, 72,000. We're just shy of that there. But the cool thing is football's football, and what you see is at all the places you're at, guys that love to get out there, and they're excited about their opportunity to go out and make plays and play the game they love. But this was a special day. Special day.
Chase.
Coach, early in the scrimmage, Jalen Milroe hit a couple of deep shots for touchdown drives that were really quick, just a few plays. The other quarterbacks scoring touchdowns, more methodical, 10 plays, 14, I think one of them. Did Jalen show that ability all spring to go 70, 80 yards, kind of like that with the deep shot?
I think it's come along for all the quarterbacks, so that would mean, with Jalen too, it's something that's progressed throughout the spring. I don't think any of our guys, because it's just timing, it's confidence, it's read progressions and things like that, and identifying and there's my one-on-one, there's the guy, where to put the ball. So I think it's been something that's gotten to this point, and it was great to see him continue to take that next step and have that progression. So the last week or two, I think that's been pretty consistent. Early on, I can't say any of the quarterbacks were just getting dialed in, and those plays were being made. So that's what got the offense to a hot start, with the scrimmage, is those explosive plays. And I love that we can come out of the locker room and, the kickoff happened and we're ready to go. Throw, catch. I thought the protection, especially the first half to three quarters, the protection was as good as we've had. Now, some of that's attributed to early on just kind of being a little bit more maybe vanilla defensively, things like that. But the offense stayed ahead of the chains, stayed in positions where, they could be dual threat, run, pass options, take your shots when they were there.
Hey, Kenley, you've got one spring under your belt here at Alabama. So what's resonated most about this place to this point, this team, and the challenge that lies ahead for you guys?
Yeah, I think today was probably the day where it just really felt, seeing the guys come on the walk of champions, just seeing that and feeling the energy and the excitement of what it would be on a Saturday. That was a lot of fun. And being in the locker room, just the excitement, and even today out there, I thought the guys, as hard as they're playing, there was times where they were out there just looking out for each other too. I don't care if it was, offense to offense, defense to defense, but most importantly, offense and defense, playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. The energy, wanting to go out there and make the plays, but also not putting the team at risk, just to go out and make that one potential play that could put someone at risk. But the energy, the excitement kind of leading up to the spring game was something I think kind of hit me today.
John Zena.
Along the same lines, I think you had a couple thousand more than Husky Stadium holds, and that's for the spring game. Did you ever kind of look around and say, wow, Alabama football's, you knew it was kind of a big deal, but was it kind of fun to see that in person?
Yeah, I think, caught that a little bit, I think, early on, just, enjoying that moment. And I think as much as anything, trying to make sure the guys did too. And so, you take it in when you're emphasizing the guys, hey, enjoy this moment. You guys worked hard for this. And for a lot of these guys, this is their first spring game as well, their first A-Day. So a lot of freshmen and some transfers. And so, I made sure that, they relish this day. And, when you say those things, you do it yourself as well.
Two more, Tony and Kate.
I know these things kind of go both ways, but no turnovers as an offensive guy, is that something that you kind of take delight in?
Yeah, that would have been the difference probably in the scoring. That's usually with the scoring system we use, where you get the takeaways and the score evens up in a hurry. The offense has done a pretty good job. I don't think any of the scrimmages, the quarterbacks threw a pick in all three of them. Now, there was times when the ball was on the ground in a couple scrimmages. So, defense, flying around has caused some turnovers throughout the spring. And got their share of interceptions in our different scrimmages that we've had that weren't part of the big three when we're live. So when it matters most, I guess you're proud, and I noticed some ball security too. That that I was impressed with. I think that's come a long ways. I watched a drill on Thursday in particular where, it's a circuit that we run and the ball security for these guys. And, you kind of hammer and scream at them over and over for 15 practices. And you're like, man, I don't know if they're getting it. But you saw on Thursday, how far we've come if you flip the film on from that drill compared to the first day.
Finish up with Katie in the back of that.
You hit on this a little bit in your opening, but what did you like about the response from the defensive side of the ball after they got down 31-0, and it's a little harder for them to score in this format?
Yeah, it is. It is. And really just not worrying about the score. And I heard that on that side, just not worrying about, just continue to get better and be in the moment, get the guys on the ground when they had the chance to tackle and, just play the next play. And we talk in terms of a 1-0 mindset, so win the next rep. And they did that more, than the offense did in the second part of the scrimmage. I think the flip side is there were some easy plays the offense just needs to make, catching the ball in particular. And, for whatever reason, those are some great learning moments that we will carry into the summer, on both sides. Why you don't stop playing and why you got to keep your head and keep the focus and stay locked in for the entire time you're on the football field.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, thank you. Roll Tide.